Welcome back, travelers. This time we will be bringing you all the information currently known about version 5.6. The banner's lineup is, of course, the hot new character mod, and there is the unexpected mission, as well as new events, the addition of weekly bosses, and even the updates to the Imaginarium Theater. Let's start with the banners. To be honest, I think most people will decide how to use their Primo Gems here. So according to HomDGCat, a highly reliable leaker, the 5-star characters in version 5.6 will be Escafier, Kinich, Raiden Shogun, and Navia. Furthermore, the lineup of not only 5-star characters but also 4-star characters has been shared, including Epha, Layla, Lynette, Kujusara, Toma, and one other character who has not yet been announced. At this point, even without an official announcement, the information is highly reliable, so it is safe to start preparing for prayers. Top-up crystals from lootbar.gg. It's 100% safe and secure top-up platform for games like Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Besides, Raiden Shotgun and Tevya Times are using for crystals. Save up to 23% of actual in-game price and get 8% discount coupon. Go to Lootbar, then Genshin Impact. Choose a pack, put UID, and select region. Then pay with your preferred payment method. Get your crystals, get double the currency for first-time in-game top-up. Also, PS5 and Xbox players can also top up now. Link description and pin comment. Unless the situation changes drastically at the last minute, this will almost certainly be the lineup. Moreover, this is not just from one source. Other reliable leakers have confirmed the same list. So if you are aiming for the return of the Raiden Shogun next year or are interested in the implementation of Escafier, it's okay to make plans now, but what's still unclear at this point is how the phases will be divided. In other words, we don't know who will appear in the first half and who in the second half. The recent trend is that the entire character lineup is revealed early on, but the order of the phases is revealed in official broadcasts after the update. That's exactly what's happening with 5.6. So we can only guess what will happen. This is just a personal prediction, not a leak, but I think Escafier and Kinich will be in the first half, Raiden and Navia in the second half. The reason for this is that the field tends to place new characters in the first half to create excitement early on. Furthermore, considering the pattern of the high-level stage, Raiden and Kinich had already appeared at the same time in version 5.0, so it would be a bit unnatural to repeat that combination again. In addition, Escafier and Kinich are both Natlan characters, so by arranging them in the first half, the Nalans of version 5.6 will be stronger. On the other hand, Raiden and Navia are both rerun characters, so by placing them in the second half, it will give the impression of a more balanced version. So unless there are major changes, I'll go with this order. I think it's highly likely that it will be. Let's start by introducing the new characters. First of all, Escafier, she used to be called Epha, but she's actually Escafier, and she's a pretty stylish character. Her white chef uniform and high socks design even overlaps with the actual chef's bow, making her a very unique and easy-to-remember visual among low-level ice element long weapon characters. Now that the performance leak has been revealed, her role in the team is very clear. Escafier is a 5-star ice long weapon character, not a sure attacker but a complete supporter. And she's not just a supporter, but a super specialized support character that specializes in ice and water elements. By the way, she has excellent compatibility with Skirk, and they work so well together that it seems like they were designed for her. Her skills and explosions have the effect of reducing the enemy's ice and water element formation, and the amount of reduction changes depending on the number of ice and water characters in the team. In other words, the more you use ice and water in your team, the greater her benefits will be, and she can greatly support characters who want to deal ice damage like Skirk. Also, her passive effect. It is also designed with a strong awareness of elemental synergy, and the effect of the explosion can be maximized by creating a formation that specializes in ice and water. It is like an ice and water version of a supporter that raises the firepower of allies by penetrating the elemental system rather than spreading it. It is not flashy, but it is the type that steadily raises the potential of the entire party, so it may be perfect for those who like that style. Next is Epha. He is a 4-star wind element freeform character, but he has a unique playstyle that you wouldn't think is 4-star. He is basically a healer, but unlike the so-called recovery field or off-field recovery, he is characterized by fighting, while enriching the air in a state of Yamashita or Mamoru. During this state, he heals allies with normal attacks such as firing a dia, while also dealing damage to the enemy. In other words, he is a new position as a healer who fights on the field to a certain extent, rather than immediately after healing. The explosion has an absorption effect, and if the enemy is given another element after dealing wind damage, a life effect will be activated. This allows for a certain degree of range control, and it is designed to be the starting point of elemental reactions while healing. Since it is a wind element, another point is that she can easily be integrated into any formation, and there is little worry about her reaction being broken. Epha's healing range control and flexible formation adaptability make her quite interesting as a slightly unusual sub-healer. And this time, it's not just banner, but story-related updates are also hot. A demon mission has been added to the main story, and the setting is surprisingly Mondstadt. Not Fontaine again, but Mondstadt. This corresponds to Mondstadt's demon mission, Chapter 4, and it is not just a side story, but a continuation of the main story. The shop will be Durin, yes, that Durin from Dragonspine, and this time Mini Durin, Alice, Albedo, and Barbatos are also scheduled to appear. Alice and Barbatos will appear in their usual forms this time as well. Moreover, this mission is not a story mission, but a new Sebos will be added within the demon mission. There are also 2 cutscenes, one for the normal story and the other for the boss battle. Dahlia will also appear as an NPC, and it is expected that he will be a double-track character who will be playable in version 5.7 or 5.8 in the future. He is a one-handed sword character, and his appearance this time it can be said to be a preview for players. In terms of events, the main event this time is quite unique. The player will be running Fontaine's theme park. This is a fresh element for the game and a nice change of pace. In addition, this event also offers free 4-star weapons as rewards. New elements will be added to the Imaginarium Theater. New reactions, ice plus grass for Thorns and Thorns, plus lightning for Super Thorns. New poses will also be added for Delic and Diona Feruzin. Star rewards such as Resin, Bioessence, and Elixir of Control will also be added to the score rewards. So 5.6 is going to be a very exciting version. 2 new characters, a powerful returning character, Sebos, a new demon mission, a new gimmick for the Imaginarium Theater, and the theme park event. What do you think? Do you think Escafier's regime down gimmick will suit your team? Or do you think it's a bit too niche? Will you aim for next year with this prayer? Or will you wait for characters from 5.7 onwards? Please let me know in the comments.